Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Hephaestus Week, Anvil Division. Hephaestus Week? Hephaestus Challenge, Anvil Division Week 2. I know how to talk words that are correct. Anywho, we are getting into our second half matches with Invading Rhinos versus the Art of Warfare. After a very exciting first set of matches, went the full distance on both of them, but ended up with a couple of incredible endings there. Very much worth watching. But we are going to get into Invading Rhinos versus the Art of Warfare. Last week, Art of Warfare lost to Cake 5-0, and I believe Invading Rhinos lost to Sacrilege. Yeah, I think that's right. It was like 5-2, I think, was the final score, and that was on both those games where I think it dueled on. This match will be on Northern Fjords, and that probably means more snipes.
All right. Well, I mean, I originally that would bring me down a little bit, but based on these last two matches, I'm not sure I can handle the tension.
Yeah, it has been quite crazy endings so far. Of course, once again, just because there has been some questions in chat, I am Imagine 42 is the stream you're watching, but just call me Imagine. I wish I could get rid of numbers on Twitch, but they haven't put out the freaking name changes yet. And with me is Mr. James T. Kirk, who is a Cake member. He is filling in for Sir Morty, who unfortunately had other obligations tonight and was not able to join us. We should be back next week, though. However, we are quite thankful for Kirk's availability. And, well, we are about to get into our next game here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'd just like to make a correction. I am not just any Cake. I am the Cake. I'm the leader of this clan. All right, and don't you forget it.
Don't mess with that guy.
Don't mess with that guy. He's hard as nails.
He leads a clan, man. He leads a clan.
I'll have you know, I lead a Guns of Icarus clan. We're currently 2-0 in the Hephaestus challenge.
All right, so Invading Rhinos, of course, as you can see, quite high levels, quite a lot of experienced captains. They, of course, have also in the recent past teamed up with the Crimson Skyriders, or I think it's just the Riders. They had the God, what was it? The Aerodrome. They were in the Aerodrome together.
Right,
so, and they did quite well, in fact. So, you know, they've definitely been around for quite a long time. Have been in a lot of competitive matches, and yeah, they're definitely one of the more solid teams in the game. The Art of Warfare, on the other hand, they're one of those teams that have been around for a long time. We haven't seen them in competitive play too much, and unfortunately haven't been able to put up the best results when they have been able to play. So we'll see if they can step up their game as these weeks go along here.
Well, the Art of Warfare, unless I'm mistaken, is a cross-game clan. So they've got a lot of other games that they're working on and playing in competitively, while most of the other people competing here are exclusive Guns of Icarus competitive.
Yeah, this is quite true. You can only put in so much work and so much time, but you know, they do definitely have some strong players, and you can't ever count them out. As we learned from today, basically both of kind of the underdog teams have come out on top so far.
Yeah, that is true. Hephaestus challenge? Are we Hammer Division or are we Anvil?
We're Anvil.
We're Anvil. Hephaestus challenge week 2, Anvil Division, the division of underdogs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got Cake leading. Think about that.
I believe we usually are the ones to go down first in the Sunday Rumble.
Yeah, Cake, and this is nothing against your team or anything, but I don't think did you guys ever win a single Sunday Rumble match?
Oh, we won a match. We didn't win the whole thing.
Okay.
We won some matches.
So you did get into a second round once.
The first time we ever, actually our first ever competitive. Oh, we're starting. Never mind. Story time later. Let's get going.
All right, so we are. Oh man, I forgot to change the names here. Let me do that quickly. This is Invading Rhinos versus the Art of Warfare. All right, so there we go. We got that switched.
Oh, goody.
I totally know what I'm doing at all times. Welcome
Ladies
to
and gentlemen,
Professional
we're
Stream.
professionals.
Yes, we do this for not a living. All right, so let's get a quick rundown of ships here on the Invading Rhino side. We've got the Ambition, that is captained by Wunsals. He's got that Hades flak up front with Artemis flare gun on the side, and on the Grand we've got Gatling mortar up front. That is What? Oh, this is captained by an engineer. Huh. Okay. Captained by Nilsugo, and it's got an Artemis flare on the side as well.
And then on the little round table, piloted by Hunter with a period, we've got a Gat Mortar Permidian with Arty Flare on the side. And then on the Pennywise, oh, I like that name. That's a nice name. Piloted by, I guess, Richard Lamoon. He's currently buffing the main engine, but I assume he's on the wheel. And that is a Hwacha Fish with a Gat Port and Artemis Starboard.
Yep, so we got some Hwachas going on in this match. Of course, very little Artemis going on from the other team at this point. You know, they do have a couple of sides, but I think that that Hwacha's going to do fairly well staying up, and we'll see how who's going to be shooting that Hwacha. Looks like it will be in France. And we'll see how well he does on a Hwacha. A good Hwacha shot can really wreak havoc, but bad Hwacha shots can absolutely ruin your day.
I mean, do you want to talk about this main engineer flying over on the who was it? Was it
the Grand, I believe?
No.
Oh no.
Pilot.
Okay. Do you have a pilot? Okay. Right.
I
okay.
swear, because I saw it too. Don't worry.
Right. Yeah. All right. So it is Phil on shooting that. It was just okay. So that's why we paused as well. All right. Okay. Everything's fine. Nothing is crazy. As we get the little round table getting a spot on him. Took a few shots. Took a little bit of armor. Took a little bit of balloon damage, but continues to taking that damage here.
Oh, and now they're not connecting. I mean, he's flying perpendicular, so of course his shots are very difficult to land. But I don't know, he seems to be doing a good job.
Yep, certainly connecting more than Sacrilege did last match. They're definitely hitting a lot with those. Pennywise, however, is moving into position like a shark. He's coming on through, and oh my god, he's going to get a full-on Hwacha shot into the Grand if he wants it, getting it. Oh no, a lot of those missed at the end there.
No,
all they managed to take down. Yep. All they managed to take down is just a single gun.
They're the round table.
And little round table losing his armor and Grand.
Explosives very heavy, very fast. Of course, Pennywise now left alone. That Hwacha is of course a support ship, not a kill ship. So he should have tried to take out some engines. There we go. He's got some engines. He's running away through the Grand.
Oh, but he's not. He's actually slamming into the Grand and losing his own armor. And here comes those flak shots from their ambition. And with those Hades shots coming on in, oh my god, this just is an absolute...
Yeah, that was not a good first for the Art of Warfare.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know. They're not dead yet.
No,
they're not dead yet.
It's at this point, it's better for them to just surrender that kill and regroup and do it again. Now, it was a nice thought. It was a nice thought. The problem is that the Hwacha shots coming from the Pennywise, I think, managed to knock out only like the side flare gun or something. And that allowed the Grand to just continue on into little round table, use that Gat mortar, and just completely obliterate the Pyro. But very good focus fire there from Sky Invading Rhinos as well, just knowing what ship they want to go after. With both of those ships being so close together, it may have been a little bit difficult to discern who you want to shoot, but they kept that fire up on the little round table and just took him right out.
Yeah, and I mean, you worry about them sticking so close together when one is a close range and one is a long range ship, but that actually worked very, very well for them. One was able to just back up a little bit and, get in the arming time of that Hades and flak, and, I mean, it was just all downhill from there.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Pennywise has got to be do a little bit better. Get at least really the thing you want to do with that Hwacha against these pirates is just get the front two guns out. Just whatever it takes. That's what you need to do. Just those front two guns have got to go down. If you can get that down, everything kind of falls into place from there. Because then you got your engineers up there. They're trying to desperately get that up. Maybe you have your teammate around as well, and you can start returning fire without taking any of your own. And it just starts getting really, really hairy if you go with those front two guns down. Even getting just the Gatling down is good enough.
Yeah. Well, one of the interesting things, I mean, this is like a sort of basic Hwacha fish loadout where you got the Hwacha and the Gatling gun, but they've got the Gatling gun on the port side. When I fly a Hwacha fish, I always put my Gatling on the starboard side, so the gungeoneer can just go from hole to gun very quickly, turn around, take 2 steps, mallet that hole, get back on. between reloads. This time they've got the Artemis next to the hole, which you would think you'd want on the other side. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the thought process was behind that. I'm just saying I do it differently.
I think it's partially because the platform that the Gatling is on is raised higher, so it might get a better shot off from a higher angle.
Maybe.
I've heard various accounts on how ships like to fly with that Gatling. Of course, it is going to be a little bit difficult to do that quick turns with that Goldfish to get both the Gatling and the Hwacha shot in right after. It is a hard maneuver.
I think they have overlapping arcs.
Not quite. You definitely have to turn a little bit.
I know the Carronade and the Banshee have overlapping arcs, but
yeah, probably. I don't think you can get the Gatling and the Hwacha in quite. It depends on the ship probably you're going on after. I'm not sure if you can, if a Pyra's facing you, I'm not sure you can get it. Maybe if it's if you can get it into his side, but
maybe
if you're in that position, you're already doing well.
You don't have to worry about you can take some time to turn.
Yeah, you get yourself a nice position if you're on the side of a Pyra. Yeah.
Well, it depends which side.
Fair enough. the side that you want to be on, not the side you don't quite want to be on.
The side with no things that go pew pew.
Yeah. All right, so Pennywise is spotted here, and Little Round Table is very far on. Oh my God, these two blue ships are so far apart right now.
Oh, are they? All right, they're I guess scare tactics on that Hwacha. Like, you stay away, we got a Hwacha.
And really all that scare tactic does is tells you, hey, I'm reloading with this really very long reload timer of a gun, so you should probably advance like right now.
Oh man, he's definitely, maybe it was a booby trap. Maybe it's a trap because the round table is now coming. No, he's okay. He was spotted. He's going around this side of the mountain, which I believe this is what the ducks call Candy Mountain.
Yep, it has been dubbed Candy Mountain. And we're going to get set up on the two different sides of this, so possibly Sky Invading Rhinos did think it was a bit of a trap, so, even though Little Round Table came in, it was just a little bit further. I think if they would have charged Pennywise, they may have been able to get a quick kill there. That Goldfish can go down quite quickly against a Gap Mortar, and especially when you back it up with a Hades and a Flak, but that didn't happen. They don't want to get ahead of themselves. They are up 2-0. They don't want to surrender any quick kills and turn this into, especially because we are down in red spawn. If you manage to kill one of these ships, you can get them into a really bad meat grind really quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw how easy even experienced teams can fall into a meat grind in a sort of panic situation in that first match, where they're just trying to spawn in and save each other. It was really the only choice they had.
Yeah, absolutely. With that little time left, they couldn't really do a whole lot. Just hope that they could spawn quickly enough, but
yeah,
didn't quite work out. All right, so we got Gron returning fire here. Those Artemis just hitting right before it hits the Pennywise, so the front gun's still doing fine. Fairly good Hwacha shooting, though, once again, here from Rambition. Of course, as I say that, they continue to miss, but there we go. A few of those come in and now hitting quite well.
Boop. It's interesting how this gunner kind of shoots in like bursts. I do that myself because it's easier, because it's really hard to, that gun's very loud. The, rocket flare takes up a lot of the screen. It shakes around a lot, and it's hard to see if you're hitting if you don't know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, you want to, with Hwachas, you definitely want to get into heavy clip and just little spurts at a time. Just make sure you're getting it right. Reposition if you need to, but oh my God, the Pennywise is getting charged, and the real Little Round Table is nowhere. He actually just bounced down into the Candy Mountain here, and Gron takes full advantage of this. I don't know what just happened to Little Round Table there, but he just dropped like a rock into Candy Mountain, and there went Pennywise, and now Little Round Table is going to get surrounded here and absolutely massacred by these two Pyros.
I think they were trying to set up something. I think they were just getting ready to pull something tricky when Sack was like, "Okay, let's go get him now." They
Sir, not Sack, but yeah.
Oh no, they're not Sack. This is Sir. All these S names.
Yep,
too many.
No Rhinos.
Sir goes, let's go get him now, and they were just not ready at that moment for that to happen.
And so this is going to be a little bit of a tough time here for Art of Warfare, and by a little bit I mean a lot. Now, I will say I have seen entirely way too many comebacks from being down 4-0
Yeah.
to be ever say, yeah, this game's over. It's won. But it is a very tall mountain to climb.
Yeah, but still climbable.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen too many comebacks from 4-0, 3-0, 4-1, any sort of score. That's actually one of the things that I really like about this game is it's really never over until it's over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, some games that have like high scoring things and points come quickly and easily. Once you start pulling out a lead, it's really hard to turn another around. But 5 points, that's the name of the game. And if you can get a 4 lead, he can get the other team can get 4 points right back in return. In theory, just as easily.
Yeah, and you can get into meat grind really quickly. But Little Round Table is once again in a bad position here, getting shot down by their ambition. Gron turning the corner here, and these two Pirates are probably just going to try to go straight for it. All they need is one more kill. They know they can get it if they can just focus fire. And watch a shot. Comes in onto Gron.
Nope,
doesn't knock out any guns whatsoever. Did lose a little bit of Paul, but no guns knocked out.
Gron has just cruised right over the Little Round Table.
Oh, no, Little Round Table.
And back up.
Can the Pennywise save him?
Gatling. This Watcher is not pointing in the right direction. Oh, they're trying to get their...
Oh, no, a little bit too late there. And Pennywise maybe not making the best choice. And Sky Invading Rhinos will take this clean sweep with a 5-0 victory. And unfortunately, that was fairly one-sided.
Sometimes that just goes down. Taw made, Art of Warfare made a couple bad calls, was not ready for ships when they started coming. Just a bad day, and the problem with Hephaestus is there's one match, and if you happen to be having a bad match or a bad day, which happens to all of us, there's no redemption.
Absolutely. So Sky Invading Rhinos now even up their record at 1-1. Art of Warfare drops to 0-2, and yeah, I mean, we've said about all we can for that game. There were some unfortunate positionings going on for Art of Warfare. The pirate is dropping down right as the Gron comes around the corner, taking out the goldfish, and yeah, it's just it's what happens. It's just kind of how it goes. All right, so our next match is going to be our cross-league match. It is going to be Deadpool Army versus the Merry Men, my own Merry Men, who unfortunately did not do very well last week, so hopefully I can yell at them and they will do a little bit better this time around. Let's see, that match should start at, I believe, 6:15. So let me change the timer here. So we are going to be going on to a little bit of a break here, a little bit more of an extended break, in fact, because that match did go so quickly. And we started that at 30. Yeah, so it's going to be about a half an hour before we get started here. But this is why we have staggered matches. So we are, if you do want to watch our dual stream.
What was that?
What?
That's
me trying to decide what I want to say exactly. I did link the robindan.tv/live stream there. Go ahead and hit up that link. Watch both streams at the same time. The other match on the other stream should get started fairly soon, and we are going to be back here for Zill's Merry Men versus Deadpool Army in our cross matchup of the week. So do come back in about a half an hour. We are going to take a little bit of a break here, get ourselves a little bit of a stretch as we've been going quite frequently, and for the last about hour and a half, should be quite a match coming up. So I do hope to see you again. And this is, of course, Imagine. With me is Mr. James T. Kirk. We hope to see you again in about a half hour. Take care until then.